said to the radio, that thing we got wrong?
Really, Brussels sprouts are the worst vegetable.
Call us and let the world know your thoughts. 507-497-2777.
Lewis, Mr. Binge TV Guru. I get this is home run city before we even start. I am so excited about this category today. Thank you for putting it together.
This is a boomer's dream. Remember their childhood.
Because the producer wanted to put on this one as well because it's such a great category. So to introduce the category, we are talking 60s and 70s, Christmas specials.
Classics.
The classics. I mean, you've hit them all, but let's do the first one right away.
Okay.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I am too.
Hey, it's getting late. I've got these letters to deliver. And I'm going to be getting home, too. And remember, behave yourselves. Because Santa can still look into his magic snowball and see just what you're up to. Now that you know all about him, you can be darn sure that come snow or high water, Santa Claus is coming to town. You better watch out. You better watch out. I love this.
That's awesome. They're all awesome.
This one's out of the park. Great. It's of course Santa Claus is coming to town. When did that come out? By the way, Miss.
This came out in 1970, and who was the narrator? You recognize that?
That's so easy. That's Frank Sinatra.
It's not.
Fred Astaire.
Fred Astaire.
They had Ricky Williams in that.
Pardon?
Ricky Williams was one of the voices.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know if you the Mr. Freeze and Mr. Sun or whatever it was, Mr. Heat. You know Mr. Heat? He's the same guy now, the same character as on that Foot Itch commercial.
Stop.
Right.
But yeah, look at him. It's just like Mr. Heat.
Oh, stop.
I'm almost sure it's the same guy.
No.
I don't think so, but let's go with that. 1970 was a couple years ago.
Yeah, he's not still living, probably, so it's not.
Well, the cartoon character. It's the same guy. I'm sure it's the same guy. It's got to be the same.
I have to share with both of you that 5 of the 10 that I picked out are stop-motion animation.
Ooh, that was so cool.
I was called claymation, but it's not. This is it's stop motion. This is talking
It's
for
called stop motion, and they're made out of wood and plastic, and they move just seconds on the camera, so it made it what it is. And it made them stand alone for that time period. It was very unique and very different. I loved it personally.
Right, it gave him a 3D kind of look.
But yeah. In cartoon land. The next one is good news, bad news. I didn't mind the first one, but they made a second one, which makes me not want to watch the first one. Let's discuss. This is too bad here.
Frosty the Snowman was a jolly happy
Another
soul
classic.
with a conch pipe and a button nose and 2 eyes made out of coal. Frosty the Snowman is very
I mean, Frosty the Snowman, a classic show. You can never go wrong. And then they made this second one about Mr. Guy with the freeze thing gets rid of the snow.
I agree.
And they put them on next to each other. I won't watch them both because the second one makes me so mad. It's done. No.
They shouldn't have messed with it. This was a classic one here, and to add something different, it didn't work. Who was the voice? Who was the voice in this? Easy one. Jimmy Durante, correct. Your volume's off.
Hopefully it'll come around. What kills me about Jimmy Durante, Fred Astaire, and those guys doing these things, it's kind of like today. What's the Rocket Man thing?
Elton John? Rocket Man?
No, the cartoon with
Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear, right? Really
How did I know that?
These celebrities go out of their way to get involved with these things. Back in the day, you wanted to be in a Christmas show. You wanted to be Fred Astaire. You wanted to be, Durante. These guys were doing it because they were classics, and that's why, they're A-list stars. They were A-list stars when they did this movie.
They were A-list stars, and the plastic and the wood that they made it out of looked like the characters. They were great. And it was made it very interesting for adults to watch, too, because these are people they grew up with or knew through their youth. So, and this one was 1969, so it was a year before Fred did it, and the next one was 1964.
See, and this, when we're before I knew this was just going to be the cartoon stuff here, the claymation or what. This is my favorite all-time movie of Christmas. Always.
Why?
Yeah, you put up against motion pictures. I don't care. This is the one because it's got that little blonde kid. I want to be a dentist. I love this movie.
And Burl Ives.
And Burl Ives. Yeah, I mean,
Classic again.
Okay, here we go. This is it. This is the greatest of all. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. There's nothing about this movie that was wrong.
It was another classic, and it makes me wonder when I listen to these songs and watch these shows if the younger generation even is aware of them, because every parent or grandparent should be showing them these because they're classics.
Yeah, they're on TV every season.
I'm sure.
Rudolph with the red nose, and the coach won't let him play in the reindeer game.
So many lessons to learn.
From the little island of misfit toys.
Oh my gosh, where do the toys go?
I know.
Exactly, it answers so many questions.
This was the one. This show right here. It's the alternative classic. This is what Christmas is all about. I mean,
And it started it all. This was the first one of this grouping.
Okay, fair enough.
Was it?
64.
1964. Yeah, I there's nothing on this. Right to Cornelius. Carries a gun in this thing. He probably can't even show it on TV anymore. He's out there trying to get the what was his name? Bumbles bounce. I love that show.
You got it down.
And for your listeners, all of these I found were on YouTube. The complete shows are on YouTube.
Oh, so they can watch every bit of it. Oh, that's cool.
I thought that was very cool.
You have the complete collection classic.
Oh, that's true.
Did you know that on CD or DVDs?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody.
You actually own that.
I love that. I can't get enough of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It absolutely is the best show of all.
One of the best for sure.
And it was like the Titanic.
Oh, come
for me. Well, no, and that you knew how it ended, right? Rudolph, you'd sung the song a million times, so you knew Rudolph was going to get to lead the sleigh, but it was such a climactic ending until Santa came and asked him, and then he did it.
Well, and think how important it was for the kids and the parents to hear the story and how it all happened with Rudolph. It goes into the detail that you need to know how this happened.
From the toys being made with a little dentist.
The reindeer wouldn't let him play.
Yeah,
all that.
I'm just reliving my youth right now. We got time for one more before we go to break. This one, the story's nice because it's a Christmas story, but here we go.
Hey.
Nothing wrong with it.
This was my favorite. Pum-pum-pum.
Yeah.
Now this really shows the claymation.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is very early because this is early claymation or something.
What year was this?
This was 68.
What was that?
68, which is actually 4 years after Burl Ives did it.
Yeah.
Must have been a smaller budget.
It looks like true claymation.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorites. I'm sorry.
Really?
I mean, I love them all, but this one I just really.
It's okay. It's not my favorite either. Sorry, producer.
You guys.
Well, the little drum roll, even the song has got like one verse, maybe two, and they got to stretch it into an hour, and there wasn't enough meat on the bone.
It was a stretch. It's worth seeing to complete the look, but no.
I recently saw a Christian band redo this, and they had a drummer. It was well done. So it's a neat song.
You don't see the little drummer boy going off on a drum solo.
Oh, they did though. It was impressive, and it was a Christian group, and they really did it justice. I was impressed.
I've got to go to break. The next one coming up, although a very good show, and I mean loved it. I honestly think the movie version of this is even better. We talked about it coming up next with Mr. Binge, TV Guru, now in the afternoon.
You're very, I can barely hear you. I can barely hear you.
What a great category. I'm so impressed.
Are you
Is it
still not
just
getting
me?
the audio?
Okay, there. I got just a little bit, but it's really quiet.
All right, I'll try perking it up.
What a great category. I'm so impressed.
Thank you very much. I was looking and I was going to pick out some Christmas ones, and I thought, doggone it, this would be a fun category.
Awesome.
This is reliving your youth, baby. This is putting a smile
I
on my
am
face.
getting the Christmas spirit. Just
Absolutely. And
Awesome.
every one of them is familiar to boomers.
Exactly. That's yes.
And you're real quiet yet.
He's been working on this mic.
I got
It's
some
had
buttons here I got to try to
concerns.
make better.
Okay, I mean, I can hear, but I have to struggle.
So do you think I'm not going out on the air?
No, you are. You're going on the air fine. It's something between the Zoom and Facebook that has got us an issue.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And they don't let me turn the volume up here.
I disagree with you on this movie. The original's better. I don't care
Well,
for Jim
discuss.
Carrey, so there.
Yeah, it doesn't give me the opportunity to turn the volume up.
I can make it work.
All right, buddy. We're up in 40 seconds.
Easily offended? Al in the afternoon is not for you. Al in the afternoon. All sides are welcome.
We got him, Lewis, Mr. Binge TV guru on Al in the afternoon. I can't thank him enough for putting this bit together. We are talking the best 60s and 70s cartoon character, the Christmas shows of the 60s and 70s for all baby boomers. Lewis, you did fantastic. And he's not getting any of that. Let me see if I turn this off. Let me try this.